All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's stream. Today is a bit of a special one because I'm going to be playing the Animal Crossing New Horizons. It feels like it's been forever since I played this game. I haven't played it on stream, at least. I try to play at least once or twice a week just to keep up with things, but it's definitely lost some of its charm for me personally. The great thing is that they are doing well with updates and stuff, so we're going to run around a bit, take a look at what's going on. That said, I will say that not much has changed with my island, so don't expect too much of interesting stuff to happen. But look, it's Rev. Hi, Rev. Welcome. Hope that you are doing well. I hope that everybody had a good weekend and a good Monday. My last few hours or so have been very interesting. Been a flurry of activity of all sorts of different stuff. Expectations lowered. See, look, there isn't even any news. I mean, come on. It's like, if anybody watched the Superb Owl yesterday, apparently it was a thing that happened. I personally do not care. Yay, duck. So, see, look, I have a festival outfit on. So Festival is like the Mardi Gras stuff that happens in game. This is part of the update that happened. So I was able to pick up some matching stuff from that. So that's pretty exciting. Let me see. I'm still trying to find the skull for this stupid thing. I can never remember what it's called. Megasauro. Yeah! I found like 4 T-Rex skulls, but I can't find a stupid Megasauro skull. It just makes my entryway look wrong. It's so wrong. Wait, the heater in your 20 gallon is a lemon? That sucks. I'm sorry. That's awful. That is the worst, Rev. But yeah, Festival, Carnival, whatever you want to call it. In Europe, in a lot of places, it's Carnival. Or, sorry, Festival. I remember going on occasion back in the day. It's a lot of fun. Blue Bear, you just... I can't deal with you right now. Stupid fish. I mean, that's the way to do it. That's the problem when it comes to aquarium products, Rev. Even with freshwater stuff, is that you want to get something that's at least semi-decent quality, so that you can make sure that you don't have too many issues. With salt water, it's even worse because you can get. I mean, you don't get scammed. It's just you get what you pay for, and if you don't pay very much, then you don't get very much. Or you get if you pay a low price, then you get a low quality product. Like that's. I mean, that's basic economics. But yeah, that's unfortunate. The Weeknd played the Pepsi halftime show, but he's a Coke man. That's terrible. You're the worst. You're so terrible. Yeah, I truly do not care about the Superb Owl. It is not something that is at all on my radar whatsoever. Never has been, and more than likely never will be. I find that it serves no real purpose. I think I should give somebody a dab as a gift. So I'm gonna dig up fossils today, so that I can hopefully get my Megasauro, what's it called, my Megasauro skull. Ooh, Label is here. What's up, Label? Ooh, Goth! Yes! Alright, you guys. Y'all gotta help me pick out a Goth outfit. So essentially I keep the fossils around because I really don't need money. So I have no reason to sell them at all. So I just give them away as gifts. It's fun. Let's see. It's almost my birthday! And February 15th is Festival! Yay, birthday! The fudge is this? Who puts two rocks right next to one another? What kind of bullcrap is that? So I actually didn't watch any of the commercials. The only thing that I heard about was that I heard about two things, I should say. I heard that the Dogecoin folks got an ad, and that Reddit paid for like 5 seconds worth of airtime to post like a message on the thing. That's all I've heard as far as the commercials. Like I mean this has been such a weird year for so many things, or a weird couple of years, I guess, technically. But yeah. So yeah, I actually haven't seen a whole lot of discussion about the ads, honestly, and normally after these things, you know, you always see the forums blowing up with all sorts of commercial stuff. I think it's probably because of coronavirus, and you know, we're like all of the companies are doing the whole like stand together, stand proud, blah blah blah, that type of thing. You know, we need to come together as a nation and doopa doopa doo, blah 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 blah. That kind of BS. I don't know. I find it to be kind of pandering, and it's one of those things where it's just keeping up appearance for appearance sake. Where it's like, look at us, we're like totally doing things and making things happen, and it's like working and whatnot, and you know, we're part of the solution, not the problem. And it's just like, no, you are 100% part of the problem, so stop even trying to fake. Bones, what's wrong? Yay! I have a sweater! Now I'll be able to stay warm. Bones is the best. And that's the thing, is like, to an extent I understand what's going on as far as ads are concerned and all that kind of thing. Not to mention, you know, random square tile flooring. What? Okay, cool. I don't understand why you're carrying that around in your pocket, but whatever, we'll roll with it. So, yeah, it's an interesting thing to see the companies doing the whole. Again, what I feel is probably mostly pandering. I'm guessing that's what most of the ads were, because I can't imagine that there was too much as far as like the the standard like commercials and stuff that we normally see. So the one that always springs to mind for me personally, I mean, to this day, which goes to show how either awesome or terrible or whatever of an ad it was, is the Star Wars kid. It was, I want to say it was a VW commercial where the kid is outside dressed as Darth Vader, like doing the whole thing on the car, and then like the dad pushes the key fob, and I think it turned the engine on, and so the kid was like, and he was like freaking out because he thought that he did it. I was like, that is the most adorable thing that I have ever seen in my life, and to this day I remember it pretty well. So again, goes to show you how well the advertising works. That said, I have not bought a VW, so I guess maybe it doesn't really work that well. I don't know. Either way, it's fun times. But yeah, I guess it's my guess is that it's one of those things where a lot of companies took the stance of, while it would be fun to do the sort of standard fun Super Bowl commercial Superb Owl commercial thing, it's a difficult sell right now to basically ignore everything that's going on and just be like, yo, whatevs. So I haven't talked to Mira in a while. That's why she said that. So here, I'll give her my last fossil. Oh, it took them a lot longer to sell the commercial spots. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if they decreased the price a lot as well, because there were some like really random ones. So one that I know that's really kind of off the wall is the Dr. Squatch. Well, I've seen them a lot on Facebook. It's a soap company, so I don't know what Facebook is trying to tell me, but I don't like it. But yeah, they do the whole like artisanal soap thing, which is, I mean, it's apparently a thing. And they had a Superb Owl commercial, and so I can't imagine that a relatively small company like that would be able to afford a standard priced slot for that game. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying that I doubt it. It just seems unlikely. So, yeah. But again, that could just be me, you know. It's odd. The Doritos, Pepsi, Taco Bell, Ford Tough halftime show brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. I mean, that's pretty much the size of it, right? At this point, like, it's, and even then, like, they have trouble getting like the full-fledged commercial sponsors and all that kind of stuff too. Can't remember if I had anything to donate. I thought I had a painting. No! That must be the thing that Doc gave to me. You guys see that? Doc is sending me fake artwork. The fudge. I should just give it right back to him. This is not cool. This is untenable. This is unconscionable. This is a slight against my person that shan't go unpunished. Oh, Doc. He's doing paint by numbers. I mean, the good news is that I didn't waste the... What's the cousin's price for a painting? The 4,600 whatever bells? I can't remember. So stupid. Again, I'm sure there's a reason for it, to be fair, but yeah. Starry Night paint by numbers kit? I can't imagine how complicated that would be. That would be insane. You would need like 18 different colors. That said, it would be really cool. I certainly wouldn't mind seeing it and having it. That would be pretty awesome. Yeah, like any of the sort of, was it like they've got paint by number kits, they've got, you know, like cross stitch by, not by numbers I guess, but cross stitch by color kits or whatever, all sorts of different stuff like that. Oh man, I gotta do squats. Oh, I'm so tired. I had a really, really tough leg day today. I'm proud of myself though, because I went heavy on weights, and I really worked a lot on my adductors and abductors, because I got a cable kit. Actually, I should say I got several cable kits, so that I can basically recreate a Nautilus machine. And so I was able to do like what's it called, like glute pushbacks. I don't know if that's the actual term, but kickbacks, I think is the correct one. Let's see here. I want to get a blue one because I don't think I have a blue one. I believe I got a blue one of the actual outfit, but I didn't get one for the headdress. What's Incidentally, I don't think I have my goblet. I do not have my goblet here with me. I don't know what I'd use in lieu thereof. I don't really have anything that would work very well, unfortunately. Have to make do with like extra squats or something. Say something nice. Something nice. Oh, fun fact. That's something nice. I've basically been hired to do part-time work for my landlord. So, it's kind of a weird story. What ended up happening was basically my wife and I, we got sick and tired of a bunch of the stuff that is wrong with the house, and so eventually I said, look, there's this one specific thing that's really annoying. It is the header that holds our vertical blinds. And it doesn't work anymore. Like neither the rope or the chain work. We can't close it, open it, tilt it, whatever. And the problem is that it gets in everybody's eyes. Like the sun gets in everybody's eyes whenever we're out there. It's especially a problem when we're out there working and we've got the kiddo working and doing school out there. And so the sun shines in the eyes and we can't have that. So I was like, look, I'll pay for it. I will take down the old one. I will install the new one, and like throw away the old one. Like I'll do all this stuff just for the sake of like we need to get this done, and I'm sick and tired of it. And he was like, yeah, the owner said that's fine. Just take the cost off the rent. No worries. It's all good. So I was like, cool, yay, fun, awesome. And now I sent pictures of it to him to show him like how well it works and how it looks. And he was like, "Oh, great! So the people next door to you just moved out. Can you do it for that unit as well?" I was like, I guess." The problem with that one though is they want to replace multiples of the headers. And the problem is I don't have the measurements for all of them. And so I told him, I was like, yeah, I mean, if you want to pay me like some nominal labor charge, then I'd be happy to go and do it because, what do I care? Like, that's cool. It takes me, like 10 or 15 minutes or so. It doesn't take very long. It gives me an excuse to use my drill, so it's always fun. Right, yeah, I showed him all the stuff with the deck as well, and so, and I mean, the fact that it's like the deck is not up to code, and it's rotting, and a potential hazard, and everything, and I'm like, hey, BT Dubs, I'll get rid of this for you for free, and it's just like, yeah, sure, the owner said that's fine. Although now we do have a problem, we do have a bigger problem, which is the outlets that are outside. So they're supposed to be. So there's something called the National Electric Code. I read about this over the weekend because of this. It's the NEC requires that any outside outlets, any outside power outlets, have to be weatherproofed. In other words, they have to be contained in some way. They have to be covered up in some way that allows them to prevent water from getting in. And in addition, when something is plugged in, they need to still be able to be protected. So the problem that we have is all of the outside stuff that we've got, not only do they not function, which is not a requirement of the code, I might add, but they are not covered. That's the problem. Is the fact that they're not covered is a violation of the code. The fact that they don't work is a whole different thing, and in that regard, I'm basically just like, yeah, I mean, if you can send an actual electrician to come and fix it, that would be awesome. Because I can't mess with electricity. Like, I can't do that. That's not my shtick. I'm not qualified to do that. You need to get somebody else. Like, if it's literally just replacing the cover, that I can do. But, and again, you know, like, I'm basically just subtracting all of this stuff from my rent, so that I can have something to do and give and all that kind of thing. So it's kind of fun. But incidentally, I'm also excited because my garden is at least somewhat on the way. I'm a little bit nervous because I emailed the guy in charge of all of the stuff for it. So yeah, I emailed the guy in charge saying, hey, you know, here's all the stuff. Like, he even started the email chain saying, hey, how is this day for us to come by and do all of our thing? And I was like, yes, let's do it. Here's my schedule. Boom. Come on over. And I haven't heard back from him. So I'm a little bit nervous. And on top of that, I spent the weekend building a shed, which was very exciting. In addition to replacing the header for all of our stuff, in addition to hanging up a pegboard in the garage so that we can hang like all of our various accoutrements for you know, like brooms and dustpans, hoses, all that kind of stuff. So I had a very busy weekend. I didn't get everything done that I wanted to. I also actually did hang a couple of things that I got from Winnis. So for anybody who's not on the Discord, I had sent this design over to Winnis. So this is a design that is meant to hold controllers. And the idea is that you use those little holes right there to attach it to the bottom of desk, and then the controller sits in it. I have my Xbox controller in it right now, and what I did is I drilled holes in it for the cables. So this one is actually for the Switch controller. The problem with the Switch Pro controller is that it's a bit longer than the Xbox controller. That you can see, just like that. Ooh, it slips and slides around a little bit. But see, it just holds like that. And so that way it'll kind of, well, once I have it screwed in place, it won't go anywhere. But you get the point. So, yeah. It's been very, very busy weekend. I mean, as it always is for me, but still. Yeah, crazy stuff. The squirrels decided that you're not having a garden? You got communist squirrels? Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between having communist squirrels who wish you to share the spoils of the garden, and having like the dictatorial authoritarian squirrels who demand that you have no garden. See, these are two very different things. I'm just saying. But suffice to say, I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. It's supposed to be sometime next week. In addition, I've got stuff coming in for my fish. I've got my quarantine fish tank all set to go. I've got 3 fish coming in, so I'm super excited. 2 of them are going to go into quarantine. 1 of them is not. Somebody's calling me. I don't recognize the number though. The reason that 1 of them is not going into quarantine is because it's a captive bred fish, so it's been basically isolated and with its tank mates and fellow mates all its life. And not only that, but it's one that tends to do a lot better and stay a lot safer when it comes to going into fish tanks. So I'm just going to acclimate it and stick it in. The other 2, though, I'm really excited about. I've had my ammonia alert little tag thing on it. I've got ammonia reducing pads. I've got a carbon pad in there. I have my little seeded bacterial doohickeys that I leave in my main tank month after month after month after month. So like I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really nervous. I also have a bunch of corals coming in on Wednesday as well, from a live sale that happened a couple weeks ago. So it's a big week for me. It's a big week. Bad news about history of communism. Isn't all news about communism bad history though, or bad news rather? I mean, I'm just saying it seems to be a running theme that anything related to communism tends to be relatively bad news. So somebody called me. Somebody actually left a voicemail. Who leaves voicemails nowadays? The fudge. Must have been actually important. Oh, it's in response to what I said specifically. Oh, okay. Well, you can respond to it while I go and get into my goth garb. You guys gotta help me out. So Label gave me a vampire costume, which is obvious goth. But I gotta see if I can find something else that feels gothish. So something that feels like it belongs in Hot Topic. Let's see what we got. But yeah, so suffice to say, it's been a very, very busy weekend. And I'm exhausted. I really am. Okay, so now the question is, do we want to do like a top and a bottom, or do we want to do dress up and just go straight up with the Dracula costume? I mean, the mage's dress, I don't know if that's really gothic. But, I mean, for sure, like, I've got my vampire costume, I know, somewhere. That is not a punk outfit. That is a gimp outfit. I don't care what you say. Let's see here. I'm not seeing anything that is super goth. I mean, no. Let's see here. What says goth? So part of the problem is that I know that everything has like its very specific labels as far as what it's considered. Whether it, I don't remember what all the things are. Like this skull tee is probably goth. I honestly don't know. But my guess is that it's goth. So here, see, I've got a bunch of vampire costumes. I feel like a Skull t-shirt is gothic. Like a little bit. I mean, chain pants are goth, right? Like, I'm trying to remember what Papa Roach wears. I guess, well, no, My Chemical Romance is emo. Kilts are not goth, are they? Can we consider kilts to be goth? I mean, acid wash jeans, that's more punk and style. Alright, headwear. I'm sure I've got to have some gothic headwear in here somewhere. I mean, impish horns, that's probably gothic, right? In some way. Poop hat. I don't care if it's called a soft serve hat. That is a poop hat. I mean, Fox Mask seems like it might be gothic. Jack's face is probably gothic. Skeleton Hood has gotta be gothic. Right? I mean, come on. And it matches my Skull t-shirt. Now the problem is I don't think I can wear anything on the face while I'm wearing that headdress. Yeah. Because I'm really feeling the Skeleton Hood on this. But I don't think I can have any other facial accessories, essentially. Okay, socks. Do I have gothic socks? Are tube socks gothic? I don't know. Maybe just like long tights. I mean that seems kind of gothic. I mean, antique boots. That tends to be a goth thing to do, right? Not power boots. Not rain boots. I mean, steel-toed boots may be even better for goth. I don't know. This feels goth-ish. I don't know though. I don't know much about anything with this stuff. I'm just kind of guesstimating. But yeah, so like I was saying, it's a very busy weekend for me, and it's unfortunate because I don't remember the last time I had an actual like day off and break where I had nothing to do. I have been working a lot around the house. I'm trying to organize stuff. I've actually bought a lot of organizational stuff, essentially. Yes, it is a Lego Final Fantasy VII shirt. I know it might be kind of tough to see because some of it gets like faded out with the chroma key, but yeah, it's actually one of my favorite shirts. I've worn it a few times on my board game videos. I know, but yeah, it's a really awesome shirt. I absolutely love it. It is one of my absolute favorites. I don't know. I hope that this says goth enough. Oh, shoot! I forgot my accessory. Okay, so something for Halloween. Then I can go impish. Because I know I've got the impish wings. The problem is I don't really have any... So, she's confusing too. Because what you wear on Halloween doesn't necessarily have to be gothic. You can dress up as, you know, Disney princess. And that's not goth. That is, you know, typically happy-go-lucky. You know, cheery, cheery, what. Incidentally, does anybody have any fun plans for the week at all? I've got some random stuff. I want to get this hung up. My little thing for the Switch Pro controller. Other than that, I'm not 100% sure what else I might do. Yeah, Impish Wings have to be goth, right? I mean, come on. Nice! More aquarium plants. That's awesome. That's one of the issues I've been having with my tank is I've got aquarium plants and I don't want aquarium plants. So I've had an algae problem. Essentially, late last year, I got some really, really nice lights for my aquarium. And so it's made a massive macroalgae spawn in the main tank. I tried and I tried and I tried and I couldn't get it to grow where I want it to grow, which is in the sump. There's a bunch of different really cool macroalgae that you can buy and get and grow and all that kind of thing, but none of them stayed alive for very long. They all got strangled by other types of algae. So, yeah. It was really unfortunate. But either way. Hooray! I got that done. Because I know she leaves. I don't remember exactly when she leaves. But either way. Ooh, spa day for midnight. That's adorable. Oh, off work on Friday. That's awesome. Well, yeah, I know President's Day is coming up, too. I don't know if it's like an official holiday for folks. I should probably ask my bosses to see if it's a holiday for us. Because it's next week. It's so confusing me with the whole, like... I'm weirded out with it because we've got Martin Luther King Jr. Day and then we've got President's Day. And it seems so, like, stupidly arbitrary whether or not some places or things or companies or whatever go with them. And my understanding is that they are national holidays. Doesn't that mean that they should be holidays that are done nationally, regardless, and all that kind of thing? I mean, I'm just saying. Let's see. Let's get a... Ooh, yes. Let's get a nice cardigan here. Yes, with some elephant print pants. That's perfect. Okay, so now I need a nice warm hat. Let's see here. Be a Kiwi, I could be like a New Zealander. Don't I have any like warm hats? I want a hood. Oh, that's cool. Do you think a turban is warm? Kind of doubt it. I guess I'll go with just a basic knit hat. I mean, it's probably as close as I'm gonna get. Yeah, so that's the problem I always have, EA, when it comes to getting days off, is the whole issue of I've got the days off, but now I need to make sure that anything that needs to get done is done. Here, I'll do my ski goggles. I need some whimsical socks for this. Let's see here. That. I mean, I guess I don't really have, like, ski boots. I don't know if that's a thing, but it doesn't look like I have any. Bring my dry bag with me. There we go. Now I'm ready for the winter. Thinking about Columbus. So I believe that Rev is correct. That Christopher Columbus was Italian, but he was funded by Spain during his trip. He himself was not a Spaniard. Unlike Pablo Picasso, who has like 24 names. Where, hang on, let me see how much I can remember. Let me see here. It's like Pablo, Diego, Jose, Francisco de Paulo, Nepeseno Muria, something, Beliano, and something Trinidad, Ruisi Picasso. Like, he's got, like, massive, giant, crazy name because he's a Spaniard. I'm gonna sneak up on this little bug. I don't know what it is. I've probably caught him before. Oh, tiger beetle. We're back to that. So, it's unfortunate because at this point I should have been able to catch all the fish and bugs, but I haven't. I don't know what all I'm missing, which is unfortunate because I really want to get that stuff done. But part of the problem is that I don't finish the thing. Oh, there we go. So Pablo, Diego, Jose Francisco de Paulo, Juan Nepomuceno Murillo, Cipriano de la Santísima Trinidad, Ruisi Picasso. So yeah. So yeah, like I said, I knew that he had a big giant name. I just didn't remember all of it because it's big and giant. I'm going to try to build a snowman. So there's a trick to building the perfect snowman. I don't know what it is. I'm just kind of guesstimating. But the idea is that every day in winter, if you have a reasonably open area in your island, then 2 snowballs will form. And the idea is that you roll one out to make the body of a snowman, and the other one you roll out to make a head. The first one of the, I assume of the season, is always perfect. Like it's done automatically for you, but the rest of the time you actually have to make it perfect. And the problem is that I don't know what makes a perfect snowman. So yeah. But yeah, I think that we can all agree that regardless of what you call him, Christopher Columbus was an absolutely horrible person to everybody. I mean, he is literally guilty of genocide, and that is a plain and simple fact. I feel like that the body needed to be a little bit bigger. It's all fun and games until you have to fill out a form. Ah, dang. See, it's annoying because the only because the thing is that if you make the snowman perfectly, then you get special winter items. And so obviously I don't get special winter items. I'm not cool enough. And so I've only gotten one of them. I got an anemone. talking to a coworker about a currency that no longer exists. The Deutschmark, that's a good one. Incidentally, my wife and I, we've been watching The Crown. And spoiler alert for anybody who is unfamiliar with history, during the mid or late 60s, they were forced to devalue the pound. And so we started talking a little bit about economics and what this means and all that kind of stuff. And part of what came up was the lead up to World War II in Germany, when you had the Deutschmark, but due to such massive inflation, going out and literally buying a loaf of bread cost like hundreds of thousands of millions of marks because inflation was so bad. And it got to the point where people literally burned money because the money was so far devalued that they couldn't afford to pay for like fuel, like oil and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff about non-existent currencies, and of course there's a interesting collector's market for all of that kind of stuff too, for anybody who does that. So see, this is what sucks, right? Oh, okay, that's angling for perfection. So there we go, the Critterpedia. So see, I've only got 9 fish that I am missing. I've got a lot more bugs that I'm missing. But it's just, it's frustrating because part of the problem is that I don't have time to play like during the day. And, you know, some of the bugs and fish and stuff only show up at certain times of the day. So I'm not able to get them. And not to mention the fact that I've kind of stopped playing this game because I've taken on extra work, much to my own chagrin. So I was thinking about it the other day because basically the only time in the last, almost the last month that I've been able to play my Switch has been on stream. Because I play Paper Mario every weekend, and then I play Animal Crossing every once in a while. Like I said, at most, I'll just log in once, maybe twice a week. At most, if even once, during the week for Animal Crossing, just to like chat with my folks and stuff like that. But yeah, it's really unfortunate. But again, it's my own fault, and frankly, I'm doing it because I'm terrified of not having money. Honestly, that's really all it comes down to. It's kind of a stupid thing, but yeah, not to get deep into it, but I've spent a lot of money recently, and I don't like that fact. So I'm trying to work extra hours to make back money that I've spent, and then I spend even more because of like stupid little stuff that I need to get. Like I got my shed for all my gardening stuff, and I got all my organizational stuff for the house. So yeah, you know that feeling too. I'm sure that the vast majority of people know that feeling. I mean, it's not like it's an uncommon thing to feel, you know, I want to make sure that I've got money, and I'm worried that I'm not going to have money. And, you know, like right now, I'm like living paycheck to paycheck is just, at this point in my life, frankly, it's kind of an embarrassment. Like, to be frank, I am a little bit embarrassed with myself that I have to live basically paycheck to paycheck. Incidentally, if anybody's wondering, I'm trying to find scallops so that I can get my homie Pascal. Just as like a last thing to do here. before I head out because I've got to go and finish dinner. I ate a little bit before I started, but I need to finish. Yeah, and see that's my thing, Rev, is that I've like right now I'm lucky enough that my job is I'm in a good enough place that I don't have to worry too much in terms of like I know that when I get my paycheck and stuff that I've got enough for the oh cool, it's a new thing. I've got enough for the major bills that I have to pay and all of that kind of stuff. But like if there's anything special I want, if you know, I mean the holidays just came and went not too long ago. That was a huge blow. I spent a lot of money on presents for my friends and family and everybody. So it was not cheap. And on top of that, now buying a bunch of stuff like for my garden, for my fish tank, for storage purposes around the house, just to make everything more organized, all of this kind of stuff, it costs a lot of money. And I don't so much worry about how am I going to pay bills because I am in a position where I'm like, okay, if I have my paycheck, I can pay my bills. But now I'm more worried about the fact that it's like, oh shoot, I spent a lot of money on getting a bunch of this stuff. Why did I do that? I probably shouldn't have spent so much. Because a lot of the stuff it's one of those, most of the stuff that I've gotten has been in the category of, you know, you don't care about having it until you need it, and then you're just like, oh crap, I really need this type of thing. But other than that, it literally makes no difference in your life, and you have no purpose for it. So yeah. Oh yeah, the kids are expensive too. Yeah, you gotta think about kiddos and all that kind of thing. It's great that you've got a stable job, Mathewin. That's awesome, at least. I mean, from what I've seen and heard, it sounds like it's pretty stable for you, so that's good. But yeah, for me, I got the yeah, my fish tank stuff has like seriously exploded. Yeah, I got I got a lot of corals. There was a really big sale. There was a huge sale, and it was one of these really fun, like it wasn't an auction. It was a live sale, so it was like every minute, literally, or every 5 minutes, they post new stuff. And it's what they, in the aquarium world, as in other worlds, I'm sure, they have the idea of what you see is what you get, where they have a picture of the actual specimen of thing that you will be receiving. And that's what this was. And I was telling myself, I was like, you know, I've really, really, really wanted to get some new corals because it has literally been like almost 2 years since I have gotten anything new for my fish tank. Anything at all. And I really, really want to get some new stuff. And so I was like, oh, you know, I'll spend like, you know, I'll cap it at something reasonable, like $150 or something like that. And it did not end there. Suffice it to say. So yeah, it's yeah, that's why I frankly feel stupid for doing a lot of it because I have made some very major expenses that I probably should not have done, that were unnecessary, all of this kind of thing. But it's been about helping my family primarily. And I mean, I know it might sound cliche and everything, but it's true. I have bought a bunch of stuff to help my family, whether it's getting, new storage stuff to make the house more organized, or getting, I've gotten new furniture. Oh my god, you guys, furniture is so expensive. You have no idea. Well, I'll put the caveat on it. Good furniture is tremendously expensive. And so I got all of that stuff for the family. I've been picking up stuff like these blinds and other things around the house. I even replaced some of the stuff that I've had for a long time, that honestly didn't really need replacing, but I did anyway. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a really crazy thing. It is really cool that you found some cool stuff to do, Rev. And honestly, like Aquaria, it's a really fun thing. Like, I don't do freshwater Aquaria, but the fact is that monetarily, it's much, much easier to get into. It's so much nicer to get into as far as equipment and stuff like that, compared to saltwater stuff. Mantis shrimp. Oh god, I want a mantis shrimp so badly, you guys. I really, really do. Yeah, it is just about time to wrap it up. Let me see. Let me just fill out my my inventory here. See if I can get a scallop. To see if I can get my buddy Pascal to show up real quick. Oh, say something nice. I don't know. I guess I guess it's good because I have gotten good stuff to help family things, and that's nice. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just feel weird about the balance between things and how much I've spent on stuff that's for me versus stuff that is, I guess, quote unquote, canonically for the family. So, like organizational stuff and, helping out stuff and things along those lines. I just feel kind of goofy and weird about it. Okay, so this will be my last one. See if it's a scallop so I can get my homie Pascal. I have had really bad luck with this, not being able to get one. Another sea cucumber. Alright. So, I'll just go ahead and wrap things up. I'll just save it here, because this will just teleport me back to my house. Alright. But that's it for today, you guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. Hope that you enjoyed it. Again, we do have some special stuff coming up for both Festival as well as Valentine's Day, or like Love's Day or something like that. Whatever they call it in the game, I don't remember. But yeah, there's stuff going on next week for all of that, so it should be kind of a fun little thing. Hopefully, at least. Hopefully you guys will enjoy doing and being and all that stuff. But here you can even see, like, the last game I played was Origami King because I played it on Saturday, and then before that I played Ring Fit because that was my exercise Saturday morning. Mario Kart, I played actually with a student of mine, basically as a reward for him for doing well. We played Mario Kart for a little bit. But then, like, all of the other, like, fun games, like, I've got Breath of the Wild and Fire Emblem and then Hyrule Warriors and, like, all of this stuff, like, I haven't had time because because I've been working so much. But that said, that'll be it for me. You all take care of yourselves. Have a good time. Be happy. Be well. Be good. Stay safe and all of that kind of stuff. Hope that things are well and good. But yeah, the fish should be arriving on Wednesday, as should be the corals. It's going to be a crazy busy day for me. I'm actually going to have to make a decent amount of water because I'm going to have to dip corals. I'm going to have to acclimate fish. I'm going to have to do a whole bunch of stuff. And pictures of Spider-Man, obviously. Oh man, I want to get the new Miles Morales game. I really do. I've got my PS4 upstairs that's been sitting there. I haven't played it. I've got Horizon Zero Dawn. I've got Uncharted, the trilogy or series or whatever edition special thing. I've got God of War. I have literally not started any of those three. I haven't even finished the first Spider-Man. It sucks. I don't have time. I want to play. Oh, I have so much other stuff to do. That said, I've got to get going because speaking of stuff to do, I need to go and eat because it is that time. So yeah, you guys take care of yourselves. Have fun. Be safe. Be well. Be good. And I will see you all on Saturday. I will be back for some more Paper Mario. We've got this interesting weird stuff that Rev has not seen. So we're in debatably uncharted territory, or partially uncharted territory. So yeah, take care, and I will see you guys later, hopefully.